Welcome to the Heritage Museum of Big Spring. This is the Pioneer Seamstress exhibit. It's a temporary exhibit that we have on display, and it's been up since March, and it will stay up until October. So you still have a chance to come and see these beautiful pieces of work, and each item is a piece of work, a piece of art. We start with the crazy quilt, which was made in 1894. And a crazy quilt is made with various items, various fabrics, and they put it together. It's sort of, you might consider it like a signature quilt. Every piece has a meaning or purpose in that person's life. And even if you look at the top here, you'll see that this was a ribbon that was from a fair. Just different things they incorporated into this, and they were usually made from silks and velvets, the finest that they had. So it was a dress quilt rather than just your everyday use. This was one of the oldest dresses that we have here at the museum, and it was worn by pioneer Mary Roberts. And it has been beautifully cared for, and it includes the bonnet and her entire dress with the bustle and everything. And we also have several other pieces that are hanging on the walls in these enclosed boxes that are from the late 1800s, 1890 to 1900 were the usual dates for these. And even for children's clothing, we have some more modern pieces that were made later years, such as dolls, crochet, embroidery. There are so many different types of needleworks out there, and we tried to show a little bit of each portion. There were aprons. That was something that the ladies wore up until the 1970s, I guess. I think they kind of quit wearing aprons at this point because now it's fast food. But in the day of the Pioneer, it was all made in the kitchen. You know, she would go and the lady would sew. She would do this as a career and for the family. And so a lot of the seamstress were in demand. There was a lady across the street from the museum that used to be here. Her name was Mary Zinn, and she was like a very talented seamstress, as well as her daughter. And that's what they did. In Big Spring, it was take in boarders or a seamstress or both. And a lot of times they did both. The exhibit shows various quilts that were done by different people, different organizations. This is something like a friendship quilt, and it was made by a group of ladies, and they all signed it, embroidered their name over their signatures, which makes it quite unique, but it is something they did a lot in the 30s and 40s.